Okay, so I got about a week of skating in these Converse Chuck 70s. And when I was setting these shoes up, I did swap the insoles out right away for insoles from a pair of Vans, a pair of Pop Cush insoles. And that, I think, was a necessary upgrade for skating. The other biggest thing that these shoes are lacking, I feel, is some sort of tongue reinforcement. So as you can see here, the tongue has slid all the way over to the side of the shoe, and this was pretty uncomfortable and was forcing me to have to adjust the tongue repeatedly. So this is a pair of Cons, and you can see that it's got this elastic holding the tongue in place, and I think that's a really important detail, not only for skate shoes, but just for shoes in general. Otherwise, the tongue always starts flopping around, and it's quite annoying. Other shoes have kind of this like loop kind of style where you feed the laces through. So my idea to address that issue with these shoes is to make some slits into the tongue that I can feed the laces through, and then hopefully that will keep the tongue in place. So I think my idea is that I'll put them on, I'll make some marks where I want to cut, and then I'm just going to make some cuts in the tongue. Keep it as clean and simple as possible. Okay, so I've got the shoes on and laced up. I'm going to center the tongues. I'm going to make some marks for the cuts, and I think I'm going to pass these laces through. So 1, 2, 3, 4 in between this third and fourth eyelet. Alright, so we've got our marks in there, and let's make some cuts. Yeah, so both of these did end up fairly off-center. So I guess the question is, do I want to center them up a little bit? Okay, so I think I am going to center them up a little bit, and I'm going to cut on the mark that's closer to the center. I think the fastest way to do this is just going to be to fold it and then hit it with a big old choppity chop. Okay, I'm going to try to fold it over nice and straight. Okay, and then I'm just going to go next to that. Okay, well, definitely gave us a slit in there. Let's go ahead and do the same. I think I went a little deeper on that cut than I intended to, but whatever. Alright, let's try lacing these back up and see what we got. Alright, we got the cuts in there. We'll lace them up. Yeah. It doesn't look perfect, but it looks clean enough. And I'm gonna be honest, I think that was a huge success. You can see because I chose to try to center it up as opposed to doing it where my original marks are, these both ended up over to the side of the shoe. But that'll help the tongue stay centered as opposed to drifting off all the way to the side like it had been. Yeah. Huge win. So I think out of the box, I have to say, I can't totally recommend them for skating. If you're willing to swap out the insoles and make some custom adjustments to the tongues, then I think they will work well for you. But yeah, I mean, we can see how simple of a detail this is. So it kind of makes you wonder why it's not a standard feature. All right, happy skating.